Hello everyone, ARG back with some more Out of the Park Baseball 22, and today in our ultimate quest to bring the Expos to the World Series, we are going to be starting a 4-game series in Colorado against the Rockies. Now today is a weekend day, but I do have things going on, so I won't be able to do the 4 games today. I will do only the first 2, and then we'll do the other 2 games at a later time. We're a little bit on a skid. We have not been doing all that great lately, except when we're playing the Braves and the Pirates for some reason. So we just got swept against the Cards, and prior to that we dropped 3 out of 4 against the Marlins. Those are 2 teams with losing records, and that should not have happened that way. So we're gonna try to bounce back against the Rockies, who are the worst team in the National League. So hopefully we can kind of rekindle some of our consistency, maybe, I guess. But anyway, so Kirby Puckett is still out for 2 more weeks, so he's slowly about to be back. We've been missing him, I think. He just brings kind of an all-around game. Maybe not speed, but he gets on base a lot. He's been producing runs and stuff like that. Stuff that Polonia is not as good at doing. So, yeah. Alright, so the Rockies on the menu today. They are 26 and 58 this season. So obviously I want to win at least 3 games out of 4 against them. That's our last series before the All-Star break. Already near the All-Star break. It's flying like crazy. Alright, so Brian Kenny is going to be on the mound for the Rockies. He's 2-11 with a 6.89 ERA, so not having a great season over there. And we're going to go with Jose Rosado for game number 1. Rosado's been struggling since coming back from injury. I believe his last start was pretty decent. So let's take a look at the Rockies. Look at their injuries. Alright, so out for 3 months each. We have Joe Atwater, so not going to be playing for them. And Eric Plunk, the reliever, is also out for 3 months. Other than that, the Rockies are pretty healthy. Alright, so as they say, let's get this thing going. Alright, so yeah, I had a feeling that Charles Johnson would get tired pretty quickly again. There was that issue where McGinnis got hurt. Oh, that's true, McGinnis got sent down. We have Tim Laker that's going to be having his first MLB game today. Alright, and then Ruben Rivera. I guess I'll go with Curtis Pride. Let's look at Chick's rating at center field. 52, that's not bad. It's better than 41. I'll play Look at Chick. There you go. Of course, that really changes the making of my of my lineup quite a bit. We'll try like this. So we have 2 players that are going to come in and play their first game of this season. We're really lefty heavy in this game. Well, it is what it is. Alright. Now for the Rockies. Marquise Grissom is going to be batting first. He's in right field. Gary Taylor, the left fielder, is batting second. Scott Meadows at third base is batting third. Scott Brosius, the second baseman, is batting cleanup. Eric Davis in center field is batting fifth. Eddie Murray, the first baseman, is going to be batting sixth today. Tony Barron, the catcher, is in the 7th spot. And David Rona, the shortstop, is going to be batting 8th. And of course, Brian Kenny, the pitcher, is going to be batting 9th today. Alright, so go Expos, turn this season around and play ball. Let's get this thing going. Let's get back on with a W here. Oh, We haven't played here, I guess, or in a while. I have weird cameras. Alright, let's fix that. Nope, not that. Sorry, it always takes me a second to figure out what I want. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be what's working best. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best one. Alright, let's try like this and see what happens. Alright, so kind of a little bit of a different view than what I usually use. So we'll see how that works out for us. So Delano the Shields is leading off this game here against Brian Kenny. And this game is now underway. 0-2 to the Shields. Whew, almost choked to death there. Alright, grounded to second, that's going to be an infield single. Alright, so it's a little bit far off, a little bit different than what we're used to. However, I can see the entire field. Sometimes with the other like camera angles and everything, I cannot see. Let's try to do that and see how that works out for us. Alright, so Luis Polonia is next. We have a runner on first, nobody out. 1-1. Oh, the Shields goes. And he's safe at second base. That's his 28th stolen base. We have a runner in scoring position. 1-2 to Polonia. That's it to center. And that's cut there by Eric Davis for out number 1. John Kruk is next. No count. Oh, the Shields goes, and he's stole third. That's his 29th stolen base. So all of a sudden, we have a runner on third with 1 out. A deep fly ball somewhere should score this round. 3-1 to Kruk, and he walks. So now we have runners on first and third. However, that enacts the double play there. And we have Kenterbeck as the batter. 1-2 to him. So Kenny's getting ahead in counts there. Uh-oh. Okay, they only got the runner at second base. So that's a fielder's choice. The Shield scores on the play. Kenterbeck is safe at first. It's a 1-0 game for the Expos. Jeff King is the next batter. No count to him. That's it to right. And that's cut there by Grissom for out number 3. The Expos get on the board first. It is 1-0 Montreal here at Colorado Field. Going into the bottom of the first, Grissom is going to be leading off here against us. He's having himself quite a good season. I always liked Marquise Grissom. I was sad that my GM didn't keep him. Alright, Rosado on the mound for us. 1-2 to Grissom. That's it to left. Polonia after it. And he's there to catch it. That's out number 1. Gary Taylor is next, 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. That was a little low. Scott Meadows is next, runner on first, 1 out, 2-2. Struck out swinging. Alright, that's good. Scott Brosius now, 2 outs, runner on first, no count. Grounds it to short. We go the short route to second base, and that's out number 3. Expos are still up 1-0 here in Colorado. Top of the second and coming, Rob Lukachik is getting his first at-bat of this season. Brian Kenny still on the mound, of course. 0-1 to Lukachik. Oh, that was it to the pitcher, and that's an infield single. Alright, so Lukachik beats the throw at first. So now we have a runner on first and nobody out for Wall twice. 1 and 2. That's it to right. I think that's going to be a base hit. Yes, it is. Falls in front of Grissom. Oh, however, Lukacic is nailed at third on the play. Alright, we were too greedy. So runner on first, 1 out now. Tim Laker is the next batter. This is also his first MLB at-bat. No count. Oh, the runner goes. And he's safe. That's a stolen base for Wall twice. His third of the season. So now we have a runner in scoring position. 1 out. 1-0 to Laker. That's it to center for a base hit. Alright. Is he going to score? No. Alright, so both of my players that are having their MLB debut, no, not their MLB debut, Lukacic play, but is their season / MLB debut, got a base hit. Alright, however, now we have runners on first and third. There's 1 out, but we have the pitcher Rosado at the plate. Full count. Oh, and he bunts. And that's a sacrifice hit, so now we have 2 runners in scoring position. However, there's 2 outs, so we need a base hit from Delino to Shields. Full count to him. And that's a liner to first, and that's the end of the inning. We're still up 1-0. However, we misfired on a pretty good opportunity. Going into the bottom of the second. Expos 1, Rockies 0. Eric Davis leading off that inning for the Rockies, 1 and 2. And he struck out. Alright. Eddie Murray is the next batter with 1 out, no count to him. And that's going to be a base hit down the line in left. That should be extra bases. And Murray's at second base with a double. Alright, so the Rockies get a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And now Tony Barron is going to be the batter. Full count to him. And that's a base hit to left. Falls in front of Polonia. Murray holds at third, so we have, well, the Rockies have runners on first and third with 1 out. David Rona is the batter, so we are going to hope for a double play ball here. So keep the ball low, Rosado, please. 1-0. Grounds it to second. Oh, we only get the runner at second base. We couldn't turn the double play. So the Rockies tie the game. Rona is safe at first, and now we have a 1-1 game with 2 outs. Pitcher coming to the plate, Brian Kenny, 2-0. Grounds it to short. We get the runner at second base, and that's out number 3. Going into the top of the third, it is 1-1 here in Colorado between the Expos and the Rockies. Luis Polonia here leading off the third for the Expos, 1-1 to him. Oh, he tries to bunt himself on, and it failed. That's out number 1. John Kruk is next, 1-1. And that's going to be a base hit to right. Alright. Just out of reach for Grissom, so we have a 1 out single. Kent Herbeck is next. No count to him. Grounds it to second. They only get the runner at first. Kruk is safe at second, so we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. We need a base hit from Jeff King. 2-2. Oh, that's it. Weakly to center. Eric Davis shouldn't have any problems getting that, and he doesn't. That's out number 3. We are still deadlocked at 1 here in Colorado. Bottom of the third incoming with Marquise Grissom, former Montreal Expo, leading off that inning for the Rockies. 0-1 to Grissom. Oh, I think that's out of here. And it is. Solo blast for Grissom. That's 425 feet, and the Rockies take a 2-1 lead here in this game. Gary Taylor is next. Full count to him. Grounds it to first. Herbeck takes it to the base himself. That's out number 1. Alright, Scott Meadows now. 1-0. Oh, that's also a solo blast. That's not good. 430 feet, 5 feet further than Grissom's home run. It is 3-1 Colorado. The Colorado altitude strikes again. Alright, so we're down 2 now. Scott Brosius is the next batter. Only 1 out in the inning, 1-0 to him. That's it to left, but pretty much right at Polonia. Catches it for out number 2. He barely had to move for that one. Eric Davis with 2 outs now, no count. Grounds it to first, Urbeck gets it. The throw to Rosado, that's out number 3. Rockies get 2 solo home runs from Meadows and Grissom. I drew a blank for a second there. And they are now up 3-1. Rob Lukacic leads off the top of the 4th for us. He got a base hit in his first presence. 1-1. Oh, that's popped foul. And the catcher, Barron, is there for out number 1. Walt Weiss is next. 1-0 to him. Grounds it to second. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Tim Laker with 2 outs. Full count to him. And that's a base hit down the line and left. That's going to be extra bases. Tim Laker is having himself a game, huh? Alright, now we have Rosado at the plate, however, with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position, so we kind of need a base hit from our pitcher. And Rosado has not hit safely so far this season. No count to Rosado. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out at first for out number 3. The Expos leave a runner in scoring position. They are still down 2 going into the bottom of the 4th with Eddie Murray leading off for the Rockies. 0-2 to him. And he struck out looking. Tony Barron is next. 1-2. Struck out swinging as well. Alright. Bounce back inning so far. David Rona is the batter now with 2 outs. Full count. Oh, and he walks. Alright, so a 2-out walk for the Rockies, but that brings up Brian Kenny, the pitcher. 1-2 to him. And he struck out, so Rosado strikes out the side. And we are going into the top of the 5th with a 2-run deficit. Delino de Shields is the next batter. 1-0. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out at first for out number 1. Luis Polonia is next. Full count to him. Grounds it weakly to the pitcher. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. So two quick outs here. John Kruk now with 2 outs, 0-1. And that's it to right for a base hit. 2-out single for the Expos. We have a runner on base for Kent Urbeck. 2 outs, no count. Oh, John Kruk goes. That's not good news here. And he was cut down. That's the end of the inning. I'm guessing it was maybe a hit and run and we didn't swing the bat. Alright, Rosado facing off against Grissom. That ended up as a solo home run last time. No count to Grissom. That's it to center. Lukacic after it. And he gets it for out number 1. Gary Taylor is next. Full count. Struck out swinging. That's 2 outs. Scott Meadows is next. He also hit a solo blast. 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. 2-out walk for the Rockies. Scott Brosius now. 2-1. Oh, snap through the first. And he's safe. Alright, full count now. Grounds it to short. And we get the runner out at first for out number 3. Going into the top of the 6th. Still down 2 runs here. Kent Urbeck will get this at bat finally. Full count. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. So we have not been able to take advantage of our opportunities. We do have 7 hits in this game, but only 1 run. Jeff King is next. 1 out, 1-1. It's it to center. Eric Davis camps underneath it, and he catches it for out number 2. Rob Lukacic is next. 2 outs, 1-0. Grounds it to third. Oh, that's going to be an error on the third baseman, Meadows. So we have a runner on first after 2 outs for Walt Weiss. Oh, come on, buddy. You can do it. 0-1. That's it to left, and that's going to be cut more than likely. And it is. Taylor is there. That's out number 3. Yet again, nothing to show for the Expos in inning number 6. We're going into the bottom of the 6th. And we are down 2 runs. Alright, Eric Davis is the next batter. 1-2. And that's it, solidly to center right all the way to the fence. So Lukacic is there, gets it. That's a double for Eric Davis. And I think that was the last batter for Jose Rosado. I think we're gonna go to the bullpen at this point. Alright, who am I going to go with? Maybe Ota. If I can get a couple innings, that'd be great. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a double switch because it's still possible to do this. I'm playing historical. Why? Why did you put the DH in the National League? I hate you all. I guess I'm old school. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put Jody Reed at shortstop. And we're gonna put Katsumasa Ota on the mound. Alright, Ota on the mound. Eddie Murray is the batter. There's a runner in scoring position and nobody out. 2-2 to Murray. Struck out swinging. That's 1 out. Tony Barron is the next batter. Runner in scoring position still and 1 out. No count. And oh god. And it's out of here. Alright, it's 5-1 Colorado. Tony Barron with a 2-run home run, 453 feet. Dear God. Alright, so Ota not limiting the damage here. Another 2 runs on the ledger for the Rockies up to now. David Rona is the next batter. 1 out, 2-2 to him. And that's a base hit to center. Ota not doing the work at all. Brian Kenny, runner on first, 1 out. He's gonna bunt, 1-2. And he struck out trying to bunt. That works for me. 2 outs now for Marquise Grissom. No count. Oh, the runner goes, and he's safe. Alright, so that's a stolen base for Rona. Oh god, that's his first stolen base of the season for him. So Grissom with a runner in scoring position. 2 outs, 3-0 to him. And he grounds it to short, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. However, the Rockies add 2 runs to their lead. It is now a 5-1 game. We're starting to need to wake up here. Tim Laker is going to lead off the 7th for us. He's 2 for 2. He's a triple and a home run away from the cycle, too. 0-1. That's it to left. Taylor is there. That's out number 1. Jody Reed is the next batter. 1-1. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Delino the Shields now. 2-1. 2 outs. It's a weekly to the pitcher, but he beats the throw at first, so it's a 2-out single for the Expos. We have a runner on first, 2 outs for Luis Polonia. 0-2. The Shields goes. There's no throw. That's stolen base number 30 for Delino the Shields and number 3 in this game. So runner in scoring position now. 1-2 to Polonia. It's it to left. Taylor should be there. And he is, and that's the end of the inning. We're still down 4, heading into the bottom of the 7th here in Colorado. Gary Taylor leads off inning number 7 for the Rockies. 1-2. Struck out swinging. Scott Meadows is next. 1-2 to him. Well, that's it to center. That's going to be a base hit. Falls in front of Lukacic. Alright, so runner on first, 1 out. Scott Brosius is the next batter. 2-2 to him. That's it to center. Lukacic after it. He gets it for out number 2. Alright, Eric Davis now, 1-2. Grounds it to third. We go to second base with it, and that's out number 3. We need to start getting something going here. Alright, Brian Kenny is on the mound. He's having himself a game. John Kruk is the batter. Alright, let's start this comeback. 3-1 to John Kruk. And he walks. Alright, well, sometimes that's how your comeback starts, with a base runner. Kent Urbeck is next. Full count to him. And he walks as well. Alright, well, all of a sudden we have 2 runners on and nobody out. Jay Howell now comes in as a reliever for the Rockies. King is 0 for 3. I'm going to go ahead and go to Barbary. Right, Barbary comes in as a pinch hitter. There's 2 runners on, nobody out. 2-1 to him. That's it. Weakly to center. Eric Davis gets underneath it. Catches it for out number 1. Rob Lukacic is next. 2-2. Grounds it to first. Oh, he beats the throw. That's not a double play. So now we have runners on first and third. There's 2 outs. I'm going to bring in a pinch hitter. That's going to be Curtis Pride. And I need a clutch hit by Curtis Pride here. No count. Grounds it to short. Oh, and he eats it. That's an infield single. That scores a run. It is now 5-2. I did get my clutch hit. We're inching closer, folks. Tim Laker. 2 hits in his MLB debut. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the 8. Come on, man. 3-1. Grounds it to the pitcher, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. I could have used Charles Johnson, I guess, but he's tired, and yeah. I don't want to risk an injury because I'm kind of screwed if Charles Johnson is hurt. Yeah, we're going to go with Seminara on the mound for inning number 8. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There you go. And Barbary stays in the game at third base. Eddie Murray, first one to face off against Seminara here in the bottom of the 8. We are down 3 runs. Full count to Eddie Murray. And he walks. Alright, so leadoff walk for the Rockies. Tony Barron is next. 1-0. Oh god, he got it. So the Rockies get 2 base runners with nobody out to start their side of the 8th inning. David Rona is next. 1-2. That's a base hit to right. So the bases are loaded with nobody out. Dave Anson comes in as a pinch hitter. I do not have a lefty in my pen anymore. We lost Gabe White. No count. Grounds it to second. We get the out at home plate. That's the only out we get, but at least no more runs score. So there's 1 out now. Bases are still juiced, but we're 1 double play away from getting out of this. Marquise Grissom is the batter, however, and he's got wheels, so that might be hard. 1-0. That's it to right. John Kruk is there. Is that going to be deep enough to score the run? Yes, it is. Alright, so the Rockies take back the run that I took at the top of the 8th, so it's now 6-2 Colorado. There's 2 outs now, 2 runners on. Gary Taylor is the batter, 0-2. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. Top of the 9th and coming. We need a small miracle. Mike Stanton comes on the mound. He's with the Rockies now. Jody Reed leads off against him. 1-0. Oh, that's a base hit to right. So we get a leadoff runner here. Nobody out, of course. Then I know I'm fresh out of bats on the. I'm fresh out of bats on the bench, so I'm gonna need to bat the Shields. He's 2 for 4, so let's see what he can do. 1-2, struck out swinging. Polonia is 0 for 4. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. Let's bring in Rivera as a pinch hitter. Alright, Rivera is now the batter. Mike Stanton still on the mound. Runner on first, 1 out. No count. That's it to the pitcher. They get the lead runner at second base. So there's 2 outs now. Rivera's at first, and John Kruk is literally our last out here. 3-1. That's it to right, and looks like that's gonna be it for today. Alright, so the Expos drop game number 1 here in Colorado by the score of 6-2. This kid continues. We have not been playing all that well lately. Alright, so Rosado slides to 2-5 on the season. Alright, so Mulholland on top of his game. Alright, so it looks like Terry Mulholland threw a complete game shutout against the Cubs. A 6-0 win. We're gonna go ahead and advance one day, see what happens. Okay, so I receive Monteleone and I lose Seminara. Alright, so apparently our fan interest decreased slightly for losing Gabe White to... Hey, welcome aboard. And what is it? I COL 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so yeah, so we put Gabe White on irrevocable waiver. Well, I didn't do that. I only play as a manager, so my GM did that. So we lost Gabe White. He was claimed by Colorado, so he might pitch right against us tomorrow. Fun. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we made any kind of little move here. Let's go ahead and get this ear. Alright, so yeah, we have not been playing all that great lately. Hopefully we can kind of turn that around here. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case. Alright, so for game 2 of this series, Southern Colorado, of course, we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be facing off against Dave Veers. He's 2-5. Let's look at other things. Yeah, he's not pitching all that great, and he also doesn't have a whole lot of stamina. So if we can get to him early, we might have ourselves a game here. We're going to be sending out our ace for that game. Hopefully that makes a difference. So Hideo Nomo is going to be on the mound for us. And, well, let's go ahead and play this game. Alright. make a couple changes to my lineup here. We're facing a righty. Do I want to put Lukacic or Curtis Pride in there? Lukacic is better defensively, but Curtis Pride has a slightly better bat. I think I'll go with Pride for that one. I played Lukacic yesterday. Let's give the start to Pride this time. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Barbary at third. Give Jeff King some time to think about his cold streak. All right, let's bat Rivera at third, Charles Johnson fifth, and all right, let's try it like this. Hopefully we can win this game this time. Now the Rockies are going to go with Marquise Grissom leading off, playing in right field again. Scott Brosius, the second baseman, is batting second. Scott Meadows, the first baseman, batting third. Greg Colburn, in real life, was a Expos prospect. He's the catcher, batting cleanup. Gary Taylor in left field is going to be batting fifth. Eric Davis in center field is batting sixth. Dave Anson is going to be playing third base today. He's batting seventh. And Eddie Murray is going to be playing, shortstop? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, well, let's hit balls at shortstop. I have no idea what's going on there. The beauty of artificial intelligence is that sometimes it produces, you know, things that are a little weird, and we are witnessing something here. So Eddie Murray is going to be playing shortstop in a MLB game that counts for the standings. And then Dave Veers is going to be the starting pitcher and batting ninth. All right. Go Expos, what the hell is going on? And play ball. All right, let's get this thing going. I have a good feeling. All right, Delano the Shields is leading off this game for us. The game is underway, and it's a 2-0 count to the Shields here at... I don't know why it's called Colorado Field. It should be Coors Field, right? And that's a base hit to left. All right. Well, we're starting with a base hit. Runner on first. Nobody out here for Luis Polonia. 2-2 to him. Oh, that's grounded to first. Meadows takes it to the base himself, and that's out number 1. The Shields makes it to second on the play. Ruben Rivera is the next batter. 1-2. That's it to center, but it's cut by Eric Davis, so that's out number 2. We still have a runner in scoring position for Kent Herbeck. 2-2. And that's going to be a base hit to right. The Shields rounds third. He's going home. That's a 1-0 lead for the Expos. Kent Herbeck stops at first with a single. 2 outs now for Charles Johnson. No count. And that's a base hit to left. Right, the inning is still alive. And we have 2 on and 2 outs for Curtis Pride. Come on, buddy. 1-0. And he flies it to left, opposite field. Taylor is there. That's out number 3. The Expos get on the board first. However, it is a 1-0 game for the Expos. Bottom of the first, we have our ace on the mound, Marquise Grissom, leading off here for the Rockies. 0-1. That's it to center. Rivera's there. And he catches it for out number 1. Scott Brosius is next. 2-2. Struck out swinging. 2 outs for Scott Meadows. 0-2. Grounds it to short, and that's thrown out for out number 3. All right, 1-2-3 inning for Idionomo. We are going into the top of the second with a 1-run lead. Walt Weiss leads off that inning for us. 1-2. That's flied to left. All the way to the track is Taylor, and he catches it for out number 1. Brett Barbary is next. 1-1. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Hideo Nomo with 2 outs. 1-1 to him. And he flies it to center. Eric Davis is there. And he gets it for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go down the Expos as well. Bottom of the second incoming with Greg Colburn leading off for the Rockies. No count to Colburn. Grounds it to short. That's a good throw by Walt Wise. That's out number 1. Gary Taylor is next. 1-2 to him. That's it to right. Curtis Pride goes after it. He gets it. That's out number 2. Eric Davis with 2 outs. 0-1. That's a base hit to center. All right, so a 2-out single for the Rockies. Runner on first. 2 outs for Dave Anson. 3-1. Oh, and he walks. All right, so Nomo after 2 outs here allows 2 base runners. Eddie Murray, the shortstop, is the next batter. No count. That's it to left. Polonia's there. He gets it for out number 3. No damage done. We are still up 1-0. Top of the third incoming. Delino de Shields leads off. Full count. That's a liner to short, and Murray catches it with his big first baseman mitt. Alright, Luis Polonia is next. I'm sorry, I have a very hard time getting over the fact that Eddie Murray plays shortstop in this game. 1 out for Polonia, no count. And that's a base hit to left. Alright, so Polonia gets himself on base with 1 out. Ruben Rivera is the next batter. Polonia has some wheels, no count. And Polonia goes, and he's safe. That's his 7th stolen base of the season. Now we have a runner in scoring position. 1 out for Rivera, 1-2. And he struck out swinging. So now we need a base hit from Kent Arbeck. 1-0. Grounds it to first. And he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright. Bottom of the third incoming. Dave Veers leading off that inning for the Rockies. 0-2. And he struck out swing. Marquise Grissom is next. 0-1 to him. Oh, I think we have a tied game. Oh, no, it's not deep enough. My bad. Polonia's there, and he catches it for out number 2. Scott Brosius now. 1-0 to him. Oh, that's going to be an infield single. All right, so Brosius gets himself on base with 2 outs. Runner on first, 2 outs for Scott Meadows. No count. That's a base hit to right. So both Scotts get on base. Right, 2 on, 2 outs for Greg Colburn. No count. That's it to left. Polonia towards it. And he drops it. Alright, that's an error, and we have a tied game. It is 1-1. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs for Gary Taylor. 0-1. That's it to center. River after it. And he catches it for out number 3. Alright, so we have a tied game thanks to an error by Luis Polonia in left field. So going into the top of the 4th, it is 1-1 here in Colorado. Charles Johnson leads off for us. 0-2. And he struck out looking. Curtis Pride is next. 2-2. It's it to left. Taylor is there, and he doesn't drop it. That's out number 2. Walt Weiss with 2 outs, 2-2 to him. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Going into the bottom of the 4th, Eric Davis leading off against Nomo. No count. That's going to be an infield single. Alright, so that's a base hit for Eric Davis. Runner on first, nobody out for Dave Hansen. 1-0. That's it to left. That's dropped again by Polonia. Put some sunglasses or something. Alright, so 2 on, nobody out for Eddie Murray. 2-2. Struck out. That's pretty good because the pitcher is next. So Dave Veers is next. 2 on, 1 out. 0-2. He tries to bunt, but he strikes out. That's excellent. Now there's 2 outs. So they had 2 on, nobody out, and the runners did not move an inch. 1-0 to Grissom. Grounds it to third. Barbary with the throw. That's a good throw. That's out number 3, and that's that. Thank God. Top of the 5th, Brett Barbary facing off against Dave Veers. 0-1. That's it to center. Eric Davis is there. That's out number 1. Hideo Nomo with 1 out. 2-2. Struck out swinging. Looks like it's going to be another quick inning for Dave Veers at this rate. The Shields with 2 outs. Full count. And that's thrown out at first for out number 3. At bottom of the 5th, we now are going to be seeing Scott Brosius batting first for the Rockies. 0-1. Oh, and he gets plunked. Alright. Runner on first, nobody out for Scott Meadows. No count. The runner goes. Oh, that's a good throw by Charles Johnson, and he is cut stealing. 1-2 to Meadows. That's a base hit to center. That's a wasted run opportunity that they had. Not that I'm complaining. That, you know, that works out for me. Alright, so runner on first, 1 out for Greg Colburn. No count. The runner. Oh, snap throw. Oh, we nailed Meadows at first. Wow, on a snap throw. You don't see that play super often. Alright, so all of a sudden there's 2 outs, nobody on for Greg Colburn. 1-0 to him. Grounds it to short, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. Top of the 6th, still deadlock at 1 here in Colorado. Luis Polonia, the error-prone player today. That's very uncharacteristic of him. He's leading off the 6th, 2-2. And he can't make up for his mistakes. He strikes out swinging. Ruben Rivera is next, 3-0 to him. And that's going to be a base hit. Right. A rare swing on a 3-0 count. That's a single to center, so we have a runner on first, 1 out for Canterbeck. No count. Oh, that's it to the pitcher. Oh, and he beats the throw. Canterbeck beats the throw at first. So now we have 2 on, 1 out. Charles Johnson is the next batter. 0-1 to him. That's it weekly. That's got by Eddie Murray, playing shortstop. There's 2 outs now. We need a base hit from Curtis Pride. No count. Oh, no, that's not a base hit. That's a diving catch by Eric Davis. And we are still deadlocked at 1. That was out number 3. Gary Taylor leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Rockies. Full count. Grounds it to first. Urbeck takes it to the base himself. That's out number 1. Eric Davis is next. 1-2. Struck out swinging. Dave Hansen with 2 outs. 1-0. That's a liner to third, and that's cut by Barbary for out number 3. Alright, top of the 7th incoming. We have a tight game and low-scoring game. You don't see them that often in Colorado. Walt Weiss now, the batter, top of the 7th, 1-0. And that's a base hit to right, all the way to defense. That's going to be extra bases. So Walt Weiss here with a leadoff double gives us a good opportunity to take the lead back. Brett Barbary is the next batter. 2-0. That's popped. And that's cut by Eddie Murray for out number 1. Now, I don't want to pull Hideo Nomo off the mound just yet. He's pitching pretty well. So that sucks. Alright, runner in scoring position, 1 out, 0-1. That sucks unless he gets a base hit to center. That scores a run, so Hideo Nomo comes through for the Expos with a timely base hit here. Single to center, scores wall twice, and it is a 2-1 lead here for the Expos in the top of the 7th. Delino the Shields is the next batter. Runner on first, 1 out. No count to the Shields. That's going to be a base hit to left, so opposite field single for the Shields, and we have 2 runners on base with 1 out. Luis Polonia is the next batter. 1-0 to Polonia. Grounds it to short, and they get the Shields out at second base on the play, so there's runners on first and third, but 2 outs now for Ruben Rivera. Kinda need a base hit here, buddy. Full count, and he walks. Well, we have bases loaded. 2 outs for Kenterbeck. We still need a base hit here, and they are bringing Mike Stanton as a reliever, the lefty. Now, Kenterbeck has more power against lefties, so sometimes I like to let him swing, and since the bases are loaded, that's one of those situations. 0-1. He grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. That didn't work out this time. We are, however, up 1. It is 2-1 for the Expos. Eddie Murray is the next batter, bottom of the 7th. A very tiny 1-run lead here at Coors Field. 1-2 to Eddie Murray. Grounds it to second. The Shields with the throw. That's out number 1. Harold Baines comes in as a pinch hitter. 0-1 to him. Oh, got it. Rockies get a free base runner. Grissom is the next batter. Runner on first, 1 out. 0-1. That's it to center. Rivera goes after it. Near the track, catches it for out number 2. And now Scott Brosius is the next batter. No count. Grounds it to short. That's going to be an infield single. Or is it an error? That's an error, sorry. Alright, so an error on the wall twice. There's 2 on, 2 outs. Scott Meadows is the next batter. 1-2. That's it to left for a base hit. That's going to tie the game. Oh, no it doesn't. What a throw by Polonia. Alright, so Harold Baines is nailed at home on a perfect throw by Polonia, who just made up for his 2 errors in the game. And we are holding on to our 2-1 lead, top of the 8th incoming. Lee Guterman comes in on the mound for the Rockies. Charles Johnson is going to be the first one to face off against him. 2-2. That's it to center. Eric Davis runs to it, catches it for out number 1. Curtis Pride is the next batter. I will go with the lefty. 2-2. And he struck out looking. Walt Weiss is the next batter. There's 2 outs. 2-2. That's it to left. Taylor is there. That's out number 3. Alright, we're going into the bottom of the 8th. Still a 1-run lead for us. I'm going to try to pitch the 8 with Hideo Nomo. He's only at 87 pitches. He's pitched okay, not completely dominant, but he's pitched okay. So we'll see. Greg Colburn, first one to face off against him in the bottom of the 8th. Full count. And he walks. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. Gary Taylor is next. Runner on first. Nobody out. Full count. And he walks again. Yeah, we're done. Alright, we're going to bring in Tom Gordon. I'm not going to make a double switch. Alright, Eric Davis is the next batter. 2 on, nobody out. Tom Gordon comes in here. Try to get a hold. 2-2. And he struck out looking, that's huge. Now a double play gets us out of this. Dave Hansen is the next batter. 2 on, 1 out. 3-1. And he walks. Oh dear God, bases are loaded. That's not good. Eddie Murray is the next batter. 2-1. That's a base hit to right. Alright, we have a tied game. It is 2-2. Thanks to a base hit from Eddie Murray. Bases are still loaded with 1 out for David Ronos coming in as a pinch hitter. 2-2 to him. Grounds it to second, and that's a double play. Oh yeah. We went home to first. However, the game is tied at 2, so now we're going into the top of the 8th. Top of the 9th, sorry, with a 2-2 game. Jeff Davis comes in as a reliever for the Rockies. Brett Barbery is going to be the first one to face off against him. 1-2. That's a base hit to center. All right, we can do this. We can do this. Come on. All right, Tom Gordon's going to be pinch hit for... Yeah, I think oh, God. I'll give it to John Kruk. I need a base hit here, not just a lefty. So I'm going to go with my best shot at it. John Kruk comes in as a pinch hitter. Runner on first, nobody out. 1-2. Come on, man. Oh, he struck out swinging. All right, Delino the Shields. Runner on first, 1 out. 2-2. Oh, I think that's out of here. And it is 2-run blast by Delino the Shields. 392 feet. That's not the longest we've seen today, but I don't care. The Expos are up 4-2 here in the top of the 9th. Luis Polonia is the next batter. 1-1, 1 out. Grounds it to the pitcher. And he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Ruben Rivera is next. 2 outs, 1-2. And he struck out looking. But the Expos take a 2-run lead here thanks to a 2-run blast by Delino the Shields. And now we have a safe situation. We're going to bring our newly acquired closer who blew up his first closing opportunity. Hopefully he doesn't do that again. Stan Belinda is now going to be on the mound for the Expos. He's going to be facing off against Marquise Grissom. Bottom of the 9th, the Expos up by 2. No count to Grissom. That's a base hit to left. Oh boy. Is he gonna screw me over again? I hope not. Runner on first, nobody out for Scott Brosius. 1-1. Grounds it to short. And that's a double play, so there's 2 outs now. Last out for the Rockies. Scott Meadows is at the plate. 0-2 to him. That's a base hit to left. Falls in front of Polonia, so that inning is still alive for the Rockies. There's 2 outs. There's a runner on first, and Greg Colburn is now the batter. No count. That's a base hit to right. Center right all the way to the fence. That's extra bases, of course. Runner holds at third. Gary Taylor is the next batter. There's 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. Come on, Belinda, you can do it. 0-1. That's a base hit to center. And that's going to tie the game. Belinda screws me over yet again. He's 0-2 in saving opportunities for me. We have a tied 4-4 games here in the 9th. Eric Davis is the next batter. There's 2 outs and a runner on first. 0-2. And he finally strikes out somebody after the damage is done. We're heading to extra baseball here. Going into the top of the 10th. Kent Herbeck is going to be the next batter. Facing off against Jeff Davis, who's still on the mound. 3-1 to Herbeck. And he walks. Charles Johnson is the next batter. Runner on first, nobody out. 0-1. That's a base hit to left. Alright, so we have 2 on, nobody out. Curtis Pride is our next batter. No count. Oh, Bruce Walton is now on the mound for the Rockies. Sorry, I missed that initially. All right, he gets it to right, and that scores a run. The Expos are back on top, 5-4. 2 on, nobody out for Walt twice. No count. He tries to bunt, but he misses. 0-1. He tries to bunt, but he misses again. 0-2. This time he swings. That's a really weak liner to third base. And that's out number 1. Brett Barbery is the next batter. 2 on, 1 out. No count to Barbery. Grounds it to short, and that's booted by Eddie Murray. Alright, so we have bases loaded, 1 out. Stan Belinda's at the plate. We're going to pinch it. We're going to bring in Lukacic. Actually, no. We're going to bring in well, let's see. Yeah, let's bring in Jody Reed. Alright, bases loaded, 1 out. Jody Reed is the pinch hitter. 1-2. That's it to center. Oh, that's going to be dropped. My runners are running. All above Eric Davis's head. It scores 2 runs on the double by Jody Reed. Sorry, I had a blank there. And it is a 7-4 game in the top of the 10th. The line of the Shields, 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. And they're just going to walk him, load up the bases yet again. So bases juiced, 1 out for Luis Polonia. Full count. And that's a base hit to left. Scores a run. It is now an 8-4 game. Ruben Rivera, 1-1. That's out of here. That's a grand slam. Grand slam for Ruben Rivera. 382 feet. That was opposite field. It is now 12-4 for the Expos. If I fucking blew this, I'm gonna be upset. John Salas is now on the mound for the Rockies. Kent Herbeck is the batter. 3-1 to Herbeck. And he walks. Runner on first, 1 out for Charles Johnson. 0-2. That's a base hit to right. Wow. That's an incredible inning here. We have more than batted around. Curtis Pride is the next batter. Runners on first and second, 1 out. 1-0 to Curtis Pride. That's it to first. And they get the runner at second base, so there's runners on first and third now. There's 2 outs, and Walt Weiss is the batter. 2-2. Grounds it to third. They go to the second base with it, and that's the third out. It is now a 12-4 affair going into the bottom of the 10th. Alright. I guess I'll go with Rich Monteleone. Those are the kind of situations that he should be pitching in, where, you know, the game is almost decided. Dave Hanson, first one to face off against him. 2-2. Grounds it to short. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Eddie Murray is next, 2-0. Grounds it to second. The Shields with the throw, that's out number 2. Alright, Tony Barron is the Rockies' last out, 1-1. That's it to center. Rivera's there, and he drops it, of course. The inning is still alive. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Marquise Grissom is next. We have 4 errors in this game, by the way. Full count to Grissom, and he walks. So 2 on, 2 outs for Scott Brosius. No count. That's an infield single. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Randy Milligan comes in as a pinch hitter for the Rockies. 3-0. And we're walking in a run. I've seen enough. I'm bringing in John Doris. Greg Colburn is the next batter. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. 1-0. And that's it all the way to the fence. That should empty the bases. No, 2 runs scored, sorry. So it's 12-7 all of a sudden. Gary Taylor is next. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs, full count. And he struck out swinging. Oh my. They made me work for it, huh? Just can't give me a clear 1-2-3 inning. Alright, a 12-7 victory for the Expos. Oh, Jimmy Key got a complete game shutout against Oakland. That was a 5-0 win. Oh, there's been a trade here between Houston and San Diego. Oh, Xavier Hernandez. So Xavier Hernandez goes to the Padres for Eddie Pearson and Matt Chamberlain. I think the Padres won that trade, to be honest. But who knows? Maybe the 2 young guys are gonna develop past their potential. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save. I'm gonna go ahead and check over here, see if anything happened. Nope. Alright folks, I'm going to go ahead and stop here for today. So I'm going to do the last 2 games of that 4-game series at another time. As usual, I want to thank you for tuning in. Now, if you're catching this on YouTube later, you like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you folks next time. Thank you.